Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Disney Morning Show, the Friday edition, my favorite edition, the edition where I suddenly remember I did not pick winners and losers. But
I was going to say, I like the
Mosley.
Scruffy Doobie edition. That's always my favorite.
Yeah. As you can see, if you watch DTL, you'll know I'm coming from home today, which means I am not the least bit cleaned up as I would be when I normally go into the office. Got no winners and losers. Do you have winners and losers today?
I have winners and losers today because I read the sheet.
Good.
Do you have your football picks?
I do have my football picks. I do have my This Day in Disney History. I just completely forgot it was Friday. So, sorry. But we'll do Kyle's winners and losers, and maybe a couple will pop on my mind between now and then. So, I'm Doobie Mosley, co-founder here at Laughing Place, and the guy who can get away with being a slacker because I founded the place. That is Kyle Burbank. He is our executive editorial director, and he must stay on the ball or he will lose his job. Let's get started the way we do every day. Going in and out. This is going to be fantastic. So 113.99 is what we were the last time. Have we done this since Tuesday? Monday?
No.
Okay, so on Monday. So how this got through this week? 113.44, almost no change. Trying to get it up there.
I mean, 50 cents is not nothing, but
true, and that's up a lot today. So in between Monday and Friday, it's done quite a bit, but overall, it's been relatively smooth, which just goes to show. Never play the long game. Always time the market. No. Your advice for B. Mosley. Let's continue.
Strike that. Reverse it. Well, we got some big news over the past couple of days as we got the lineup of songs that'll be performed as part of Dancing with the Stars Disney Night 2025 for season 34. And I wanted to call a few of them out. First of all, if you're looking on social media yesterday, the dancers got to go to Disneyland yesterday, so there was a lot of fun on there. But the one that stood out to me, Elaine Hendricks, who already referenced her Parent Trap past on the show, she also was in the pre-show, like the videos that would play as you walked towards Space Mountain. She played Pam Pulsar. And so I thought it was interesting that she's going to be dancing to quote, Space Mountain from Space Mountain. Now, I don't know if that's the Dick Dale version or the Giacchino. I would guess the Dick Dale, but I don't actually know. But yeah, that's an interesting one. Some other ones I wanted to call out. Oh, first of all, the troupe, there's, in addition to each couple dancing, there's also the troupe that does some special performances. They'll be dancing to Be Our Guest, and they're going to have Danny Gardner, who plays Lumiere, wow, in the North American tour. He's going to be there. They're also doing a song from Tron Ares, so you could see ballroom dance to Nine Inch Nails. Sounds interesting. But Jordan Giles is going to be doing a quick step to Special Spice from Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Whitney Levitt is going to be doing The Room Where It Happens from Hamilton, so I know who Doobie's new favorite is. And Hilaria Baldwin is going to be doing a quick step to the Cantina Band song from Star Wars. So just anyway, that airs Tuesday on ABC, and you can check it out. We'll, of course, be posting the videos as soon as they come out over on Laughing Place, and so you can check that as a resource as well. If you don't want to watch the whole show, just cut to the highlights.
Is this a GIF?
It is. It wasn't working, and I found a workaround as I tried to tell you. I know you were busy yesterday.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Where'd you go? I didn't. Anyway, yeah, that's cool. Hulu is not the subject of the story, but Disney Plus is. So with Hulu rolling out internationally, replacing Star on Disney Plus is getting a facelift here in the U.S. So Disney is teasing a few things, including a new For You page with an updated algorithm to better predict is the wrong word, to better calculate what will keep you hooked. That's what the algorithm does. It doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what will make you stay, which are close but distinct. They're also going to add a new tab to navigate between Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN, depending on what your subscriptions are. The profiles will become more prominent since it's the algorithm becomes a bigger deal. becomes a bigger deal that you're on the right profile. They're going to add badges. You can instantly see stuff like season finale, new series, new movie. So this is really the first major user interface / algorithm update for Disney Plus, I think.
Yeah, I mean, because those tiles made sense when they had the certain number, and so now that then they added Hulu, it got a little confused. So they're gonna redo it, and then also have that dynamic thing at the top there where kind of autoplay a video. It sounds like it's just in the hero. It's not going to be like Netflix where anytime you hover over anything, it's like, oh, you want to watch you want to watch something here? I'm like, no, can I just look at the poster for a second, please?
No. But speaking of poster, another change is that main screen, which right now kind of has the horizontal, is now going to switch to the vertical, typical movie posters. So hopefully that means when we get new movie poster releases, even on Disney Plus stuff, they have a use now. No one's ever going to see that. Okay. Your turn.
Yeah. So anyway, I thought that those changes were rolling out. I thought they were announcing that those were coming out at the same time. No, those are the coming weeks and months, apparently. So we'll look forward to that. But something else you can look forward to very soon is Twisted Wonderland, the animation, an anime inspired by the mobile game that was debuted in Japan 5 years ago, but only came to America in 2022. This is coming to Disney Plus on Wednesday, October 29th. And it's the enchanted world of Disney Twisted Wonderland, which is based on 7 Disney villains: the Queen of Hearts, Scar, Ursula, Jafar, the Evil Queen, Hades, and Maleficent. So yeah, definitely you could see there it is very familiar to it is in the Japanese style for sure. And I know there's a lot of I see people talk about this game all the time, not quite as much as Kingdom Hearts, but still a lot. So I know there's a lot of people waiting on this series, and they won't have to wait long because it's coming out in just about 3 weeks or so.
Steven, who lets us know Hulu still had started as of yesterday. I think they gave the date of that. We know the date of that switch. It's not like it. Okay, but where are you, Steven? Now I'm curious where you are that you know such things. All right, let's see. The Disney Destiny. So close. The next Disney cruise ship, and we've learned more information about the Disney Destiny. We actually heard, I believe, about the Sounds of Wakanda, which is going to be a percussive show in this grand hall, a group of traveling percussionists whose rousing rhythms are inspired by the stories, legends, and culture of Wakanda. So that's going to turn the grand hall into quite the rousing location, I suspect. And then we also learned about 2 new characters being introduced to the ship, similar to how they did on the Treasure. These are Zaya and Gamble. They will be entertaining both in the ground hall and in other areas of the ship. They have enchanted trunks that react to the powerful energy and magic of classic Disney villains. One of the shows they're going to host is called With Great Power, a Marvel comedy show, which will be held in the Entertainment Lounge. It's aimed at adults. Still Disney, don't worry. It's a sketch comedy show and invites guests to participate in, quote, an interactive journey through some of the most iconic moments of the Marvel Cinematic Universe using comically low-budget props, homemade sound effects, and sight gags to bring the stories to life. So extremely exciting that the maiden voyage of the next Disney cruise ship is now about a month away. So very, very exciting stuff.
And this happened a couple of days ago, but I still wanted to mention it, that we got word that a Simpsons movie, or a second Simpsons movie, is officially happening. It'll be released July 23rd, 2027, which is very close to 20 years after the first one was released on July 27th, 2007. Season 37 is currently airing of The Simpsons, but it's only the second movie. And I appreciate that this was such a surprise, because I think I've even talked about it before, just when the first teaser trailer debuted with one of the Ice Ages in theaters. That was the first time anyone had heard of it. So it's cool that they did it. I mean, it wasn't quite, it would have been better if there was like a teaser or something on the Way of Water this weekend, but I'll settle for releasing a poster randomly in the middle of the day on a Tuesday, whenever it was.
It's quite a ways off. Stephen is in Canada. Okay, Canada. So not quite international. Not quite, but not as international. I thought maybe you were in India or something. All right. For whatever reason, when I think Star, I think India. Is there a reason for that?
Yes, because Hotstar.
Thank you very much. I knew I could count on Kyle. All right. Speaking of counting, you can count your $250 in onboard credit if you're a Disney Visa card holder, and that's not bad, huh? Because Disney For select sailings this fall on the Wish, Dream, Magic, and Fantasy, Disney Visa card members can receive a $250 onboard credit. And even better, this credit can be combined with the very nice third and fourth stateroom occupant 50% offer that also is going on right now. So Halloween on the High Seas is underway. These are, if you don't need to plan your cruises months and months and years ahead of time, go ahead and contact Mouse Fan Travel. They will help you find the right cruise for your situation right now. Make sure you get all the discounts coming to you. And if you're a Disney Visa card holder, make sure you get your 250 big ones that you can spend any way you want while you're on that ship. And trust me, that money will go fast. All right. And
goes fast for an all-inclusive.
I mean, honestly, that's just going to go gratuities right there. It's going to take care of that $250. But even putting that aside, maybe you prepaid gratuities and now you got this $250. You literally can walk off the ship without spending one of those dollars. You can. You won't, but you can if you really, really want to. But then you'll see your pictures, or you'll see Paulo, or you'll want a beer, and before you know it, that's just anyway. Been there. 2 spooky Disney classics are coming to ABC's The Wonderful World of Disney this October. First, you've got Haunted Mansion. No, not that one. No, not that one. Yeah, that one. The one with Owen Wilson is coming on Sunday, October 12th. And then the actual classic, Edward Scissorhands, starring the one and only Johnny Depp, will be coming on Sunday, October 19th. So if you still prefer to watch your feature films with commercials on terrestrial television, you have 2 opportunities to do that in October with these classics.
And Reclaimed and Reforged was a special storyline at Savi's workshop that debuted on Star Wars Day, and then it was a Wall Supplies last thing, so it petered out at some point, unbeknownst to anyone. But it's coming back, at least to Walt Disney World. They've announced that October 12th, it'll be available once again. And once again, it'll be Wall Supplies last. So we don't know how long it will run for, but if you happen to be in Walt Disney World during that time, make sure, and you do want to do it, make sure you make a reservation. And no word on whether it'll be coming back to the Disneyland Resort. But Doobie, it looks like a very special guest just popped in. If we want to go to him before we get
we do. I could not be more excited. Let me get everything all set up here. I know that... how do I do this? Sorry.
I think you're fine. I think the one you're on is okay.
You think we're fine? Okay.
Yes.
I want to get rid of that. There we go. Okay. The one, the only, coming to us live from Disneyland Paris, Monsieur Tony Berthier. Bonjour, Tony.
Oh, no, we can't hear him. But bonsoir, because I'm sure it's nighttime for him.
Nope. Stop talking. Can't hear you. Can you hear us?
Oh, I heard him.
How about now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm by myself. There's nobody around me. So I'm not bothering anybody.
We're good.
Greetings. Hi guys.
Hi.
Hey,
Bonsoir. Bonsoir Doobie is what I was saying. Except I put a little French accent on it. I said bonsoir Doobie.
Oh, yeah, you could not be further away from me.
Too, Kyle.
So what's going on? Why is Tony Betty the Italian in Paris?
I've actually come across a lot of Italians here today, or actually the past few days, because it's Halloween, as you can see behind me. I'm not a weatherman. If I were a weatherman, I would not have picked today.
Doesn't everyone go to France for Halloween? Is that not a thing?
Yeah, I guess. It's cold and it's dreary, and the last few days have been great. But here it's been a fun, festive Halloween. We've seen I don't know if it's a new parade, but the return of a parade. Parade being a loose term, it's more akin to block party bash, in my opinion. And it just circles and comes into the hub. But yeah, hold on, I'm trying to get into a good spot here. I'm gonna shut up while I encounter people.
Is this your first time at Disneyland Paris, Tony?
Yeah.
Oui, monsieur.
What are your overall impressions of the place?
I mean, we could save those for another stream. I like it. It's very, very pretty. She's a beaut.
Oh, she is.
I love inside. I love Disneyland Paris. Let me phrase that. I love Disneyland Park Paris.
That's all there is right now. The rest isn't even done.
Studios needs a little love, and it's getting it. Hopefully, I'll be able to see that again in the future. But you know what is stupidly probably one of my favorite things here, and it's just kind of where I was hiding. On either side, and this could be because I used to work on Main Street at Magic Kingdom, on either side are two arcades that are like a backside or a bypass to Main Street USA, and they are fantastic.
Have you checked out the attractions like in the Liberty one?
I did the Liberty one. The little room that's pitch black except for the 4 mannequins and Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
What have you been able to do a lot of rides? I know you're here for Halloween, but I want to know the Tony Paris experience.
So the one thing that stood out, so I saw
Hannah.
Tales of Magic, the night show, which is fantastic. Had a little bit of an emotional reaction because I was not expecting some of the stuff that happened in there. Full drones and everything. The parade, like the live entertainment, I was expecting one thing and got something completely else, and I loved all of it. There's a Pixar show at Disney Studios here that I thought was great. It's a little, I think it belongs on a cruise ship. It's a little corny, but it's very cute. I walked in and there's a live orchestra set up. It's called Together, by the way, a Pixar musical, spectacular. You walk in and there's an orchestra set up, and I was expecting something akin to Pixar Live on stage. And what I got was a fun story with the characters running around, and it's a perfect review show. It was very cute, and I really enjoyed that. But the live entertainment here is something I was not expecting to be as good as it is. After having watched videos and everything, videos don't do justice. I don't know if you can hear it. There's Main Street stuff going on.
A little bit.
Apparently, I was talking to some new friends I've made, and those are ghosts, and as they said, spooks, just kind of running around. So you hear weird noises throughout the regular Main Street music, which I thought was weird, like cogs turning and like just creating mischief and mayhem. But new this year are projections at night on Main Street, which we should have a video of on YouTube. And at night they do a storm sequence where fog blasts off the roofs, and that was really impressive to me. And coming from Orlando, where that stuff is upcharged, I thought that was great. Just that anybody coming for Halloween fun gets Halloween fun.
I know you're such a Pixar fan, Tony, and you're doing a great job out there. Thank you very much. I know how tough it is to have to travel for Laughing Place and do such things. So we appreciate it very much. But the best Pixar thing in the resort, did you get to do Cars Road Trip?
I did. I even got a hot tip from a new friend also, where I don't know if we did anything with this. You could see, we'll say, the future of Walt Disney Studios Park from Cars Road Trip. He said, but the best you could see is from the queue. And I literally said, oh, so I don't have to ride the ride again? Anybody who rags on Superstar Limo, Journey into Your Imagination, Rocket Rods, come at me now. I'll show you something called Cars Road Trip, where a sentient happy truck exploded in front of my face.
I kept the smile. So a couple of, I'm like I said, I'm just interested to hear Tony's take. Did you get to do Thunder? Did you get to do Phantom Manor?
I've done Phantom Manor a few times now. So the first time, and Kyle can vouch for this, he got some typing mid-ride from me. I thought there was a narration like we're used to in the States. Like, the ghost host telling me what's going on, kind of. And that does not exist on Phantom Manor. So I thought I had a broken buggy and was a little upset. But no, that's how it is. And with that mindset, knowing that's how it is now, I went in and enjoyed it a lot more. And I'm glad I did, because as hopefully you'll see soon on Laughing Place, there's a new dining experience for Halloween called the Unlucky Nugget Saloon, which ties into the whole backstory and lore of Phantom Manor as a dining experience. So that's fun. And I understood it now, because one cool thing they do is there's 4 different menus at this restaurant. And on it, you're supposed to be invited to the reception or the ceremony of the marriage that the bride is going through in Phantom Manor. And you don't ever see a name for who they are on the menus, because they're all washed out in a way indicative of the way that they died on Phantom Manor.
Wow. Nice details.
Yep.
Cool. Anything else you want to tell us, or Kyle, you want to ask him?
No. I'll save it for. I'm glad you're having a good time. Glad you made it okay. Glad it wasn't too stressful, because I know traveling to a foreign place you haven't been to, especially on short notice, can be stressful. So I'm glad that you made it okay.
I appreciate that. Hold on. I have another question, but I'm going to come over here real fast and before I ask it. But can you hear the weird chuckling?
Yeah, I've also been there
Okay.
at Halloween, so I know exactly what you're speaking of.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know what that was at first. So I was like, am I supposed to be seeing something? And then a new friend I made was basically like, no, this is it. It's
what country was your new friend from?
Belgium.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
I've made friends with German there. I wasn't sure if it was the same guy. I bet you.
Okay, no.
And someone from the Netherlands.
Now, real quick, as I'm by, probably one of my favorite things here at the park. I love these, first of all, but this one's my favorite. Guess why?
Because it's Wally.
Yeah, even though there's no Wally, there's just Eve.
Oh. How many pictures did you take of the
I wouldn't be
Wally
surprised if
statue?
Wally broke off or something.
Oh.
But my question is this. I'm on data right now, international roaming. So this is probably an $800 live stream. Do I send that to Benji?
Yes,
no.
you submit. Does not mean you get anything in return, but yes, you submit.
I'm joking. AT&T International Day Pass is a wonderful thing.
All right. Well, you can invoice me $10 then.
Kyle, what did you ask me about Wally?
How many photos did you take of the Wally and Eve statue in?
So the first time I got upset because I thought they removed it, because I thought I had walked all over Discoveryland, because I knew it was there and I didn't see it. And there were some walls over by the theater in Videopolis. Don't get the song stuck in my head again. And I didn't see it. And then I came back the direction, and there it was, kind of by the wall, but not behind it. So I was like, oh, there it is. And so to answer your question, about 14.
Nice.
And now that you say that, I should probably get some in the overcast lighting. It might look better without back. That's one. Good. So I don't have a lot of complaints, which is surprising for me. But that is what I have, is everything is backlit for me at the time I went to take a picture of it. If I was in Fantasyland going for the castle, it's backlit. If I'm in the labyrinth, it's backlit. If I'm over Phantom Manor, it's backlit. So I don't know what happened there, but
I'm just surprised the sun's not going down at 10 o'clock. I don't know how to Paris if that's not the case.
What time is it right now?
It is, hold on. I kept my watch on home time. It is.
You could probably answer faster than you. 7 o'clock. Almost 7 o'clock, yeah.
Kept your watch on home time. I guess that's nice for communicating back home.
Well, I did that way. I know if I'm texting somebody at 4 a.m. or not. So,
as long as you're not late for anything, that's perfectly fine. Cool.
Correct.
Thank you, Tony, for bringing us our highest quality walk and talk from halfway around the world. Appreciate that very much.
Is that true? Is it really?
I mean, you've got a better connection than Doobie does in Danville, or wherever he is.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Oh man, and it helps that you're not actually walking; we're just seeing still pictures. But for the
that's true. I did walk a little bit. I walked from the Frontierland. First of all, I want to say this. I know some of us have mixed thoughts on Tony Baxter. Moving Adventureland and Frontierland, I love that touch. Didn't know that I would at first, but it makes so much more sense. Anyway.
No. Did you walk through the walkthrough in Adventureland? That's still open, or Frontierland rather?
The caverns?
No, I'm sorry, Frontierland, like the equivalent to the. You know what I mean, Kyle.
Do I?
When you first walk into Frontierland, there's like the Tom Sawyer Island.
No, I know. In the stockade.
Yeah.
That's closed.
Okay.
There's a lot that's closed, and I'm a little sad about it, especially because a lot of the shows. There's a Lion King show and Mickey and the Magician and all these things that are on my hotel wall and on my park map and on my digital app that say, do not miss this show. And then when I go to see it, it says coming November, coming January.
Ouch. Did you
do the Aladdin?
I did the Aladdin thing. The Aladdin thing is something. I was expecting it to be a little bit more elaborate, like the Sleeping Beauty Castle, just from videos I've seen. But it felt like something that would fit perfectly in the Morocco Pavilion at Epcot. Why aren't we doing that?
Good point.
Thank you, Tony. Appreciate
Thank
you
you, guys.
hopping in.
All right.
Enjoy the rest of your time. Au revoir. Au revoir, Tony.
Au revoir.
And I've had my share of bad reviews. I still remember my first good one, though. Everything else in this production of Our Town was simply terrible. Joey Tribbiani was abysmal.
Speaking of abysmal, Tony Betty was most definitely not abysmal. Thank you so much for coming in here last moment to join us. Join us live. Really appreciate that. All right. Our review today is from Luke Manning, TV review, Death in Apartment 603, re-examines the mysterious death of Ellen Greenberg. Subhead, all 3 episodes of Death in Apartment 603, What Happened to Ellen Greenberg, are now streaming on Hulu. And his conclusion, from an aesthetic perspective, I appreciate the timeline that pops up on the screen from time to time. I concur with that, as it really helps you keep things straight in your mind as the narrative jumps around. After just watching the first episode, I'm absolutely intrigued enough to continue to find out the rest of Ellen Greenberg's tragic story. You can do the same for yourself, as all 3 episodes of the show are now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+. I, by the way, have seen all 3 episodes now and just want to concur that the show is quite good, well worth the effort. Thank you. Well worth the effort. A little long. As far as the review goes, I think they could have easily done it as 2 episodes, but that's the way miniseries work these days. It's good. I'm done.
And the rest.
Well, we're getting, we talked earlier this year about some crossovers between Marvel and DC, and now we're getting some more. Spider-Man and Superman will be crossing over early next year. First, we'll get a DC-published Superman and Spider-Man #1 in March, followed by Marvel Comics publishing Spider-Man and Superman #1 in April. So we can look forward to that, and apparently some others. They're going to keep doing this throughout 2026 with different characters, so something to look forward to.
Cool. And October 1st is always a big, big day around here. That's when the new Disney fiscal year begins, which means the old one is end, and we have to get the year-end fiscal results. So the Walt Disney Company has said they will announce those results on November 13th. You, of course, can catch the live blog here on Laughing Places. That's one of our traditions. But you also can listen for yourself. The call will be before the opening bell, which means 8:30 a.m. Eastern. And shareholders or non-shareholders alike can all tune in and listen live on Disney's investor relations page. As long as your hopes are in check for what to expect, it's not meant for fan consumption. There's always really interesting stuff there that you can find. That's that.
Go to that. And well, just moments ago, I mentioned that the Simpsons movie 2 is coming to theaters in a couple of years. And upon hearing the news, our own Mike Celestino, who is a big Simpsons fan and still watches the show because he recaps it for Laughing Place, wrote an article why Mr. Burns needs to be the villain in this second installment. So be sure to check out his reasoning there. And he has a backup villain just in case that doesn't work out. Meanwhile, Benji was at Shanghai. He wasn't at Shanghai Disney. No, he went to a presentation about Zootopia 2, and they talked about a little bit about Shanghai and how the production of this lined up with that and how they influenced each other, among other things that you can learn behind the scenes of the making of Zootopia 2. So you can check out that full article on Laughing Place. Monday was National Coffee Day, and Luke put together the ultimate coffee lover's guide to Walt Disney World. He is a huge Joffrey's fan, so no surprise that they play a prominent role in this article. But if you want to know where to get the best coffees, you can check out that post. As we just said, Tony is over in Paris, and he says we got lots of coverage from him, but I wanted to call out this Disney Halloween Festival parade performance and projections, and you can check out all sorts of coverage from Disneyland Paris Halloween over on the site. And then finally, Jeremiah was celebrating 50 years of the Rocky Horror Picture Show over the weekend at a couple of different events, both of which he recaps here. And Doobie, at the risk of being yelled at, go a couple photos over. See if I don't remember the order here, but let's see Jeremiah's personal history with Rocky Horror Picture Show somewhere in this article.
Must we? Must we?
No, I guess we don't. But yeah, Jeremiah was a longtime Shadowcast member, and so he comes at this article from that perspective. And that's it. Back to the
the fun stuff.
Well, not only is Halloween coming up, and not only are the holidays coming up, but Life Day is also coming up. And well ahead of that, Disney Store has released a new Life Day set of mouse ears that you can pick up. These are $36.99 on Disney Store right now. I'm sure there will be a ton more Life Day merchandise in the coming weeks, but you can pick this up now and be ready for whenever Life Day is. And then also, in fun stuff that's not merchandise, Disney Imagineering put out a video about the Easter eggs in Test Track 3.0, including references to World of Motion and other artifacts of Epcot past. So be sure to check that out. I bet you will learn something. And that is fun. Thank you.
All right, we've reached the portion of the show where Kyle will tell us just how smart he is by guessing what happened on this day in Disney history. So, starting with on this day. On this day, October 3rd, 1996, a very, very important shopping location opened. I presume this would have been the first of its kind in the world. This one opened at Walt Disney World Village Marketplace.
Okay, so World of Disney?
That is correct. On 1998, an attraction unexpectedly closed at Disneyland, which thankfully reopened in June. Otherwise, my son would have nothing to do when he goes to that park.
The canoes?
You are correct. On this day in 2001, a sitcom premiered on ABC that inexplicably ran for more than a season, much more than a season.
According to Jim?
You are correct. On this day in 2004, by the way, Larry Joe Campbell on that show, Laughing Place's first big-time Hollywood actor interview. So that's actually a big deal for us. On this day in 2004, another TV show debuted on ABC. This one had a justified long run. It was not a comedy, an hour-long drama with kind of lighthearted, campy.
Lighthearted, campy, hour-long drama, 2004 ABC.
I think that should give it to you.
You would think. Benji's freaking out.
I'm not even sure what that's. It's not Spider-Man.
I mean, 2004. I graduated high school that year, so I'm trying to put myself back in that day. What is it? Tell me.
It is Desperate Housewives.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good.
On this day in 2008, a movie came out. A pampered blank named Chloe finds herself accidentally lost in the mean streets of Mexico without a day spa or rodeo drive boutique anywhere in sight.
What year was this?
2008. I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know either. Confessions of a Shopaholic.
Beverly Hills Chihuahua.
Oh, that makes sense.
And finally, on this day in 2016, a TV show debuted, I believe, on Disney XD. From the creators of Phineas and Ferb, this new series revolves around the title character Blank, who is descendant of Edward A. Murphy Jr., the namesake of Murphy's Law, which states that anything that can go wrong will go wrong.
I'm guessing that's Milo Murphy's, or whatever it is.
Milo Murphy's Law, yes, you nailed it. So not too bad. You're off to a great start. And Pampered Blank, is that your next trivia name? Pampered Blank. Yeah. Oh, Wisteria Lane. Is this? All right, that's the stand history. What's next?
We're gonna check the lead. Are we gonna announce the winner of Sorcerers?
Yeah, let's announce the winner of Sorcerer's Streak because we have kicked off the new season. That's not it. All right, so Sorcerer's Streak has concluded, and somehow Luke didn't win after such a great start. A streak of 11 seemed like the winner, but no. it is Jeremy Parker, back-to-back season winner. Way to go, Jeremy. So he is the winner, edging out Luke 12-11. Our featured player, Bill, finished in 11th, which means we had 6 non-LPers above him who could potentially win the consolation prize. And the winner turned out to be Donna Pendleton, one of our favorites around here. So congratulations, Donna. Congratulations, Jeremy. And as I said, season 3 is now underway. The first question just went up. As is typical with our first question, we're going to give it a few days to run. So this one won't lock until Sunday night. We're just starting with a simple wait time question, as Monday is National Mad Hatter Day, asking about the wait time for Mad Tea Party at the Magic Kingdom. So laughingplace.com/streak, go play Sorcerer Streak, join the fun. Oh, and the featured player this season is myself. So you have a great chance of winning.
Just to remind everyone, had Luke won, he would not get the prize. The non-LP LP doesn't stand for loss prevention. We're not ringers trying to save magazines. We would give it to the second person.
Sometimes. You did better than me this week. We both did horribly. We both did horribly, but you did one less horribly than me. So you have gained 10 points on me. I am now leaving you 450 points.
It was the Chiefs,
to 430 points. I mean, I got 8 wins. You got 9 out of 16. That's pretty pitiful when we're just going straight up.
I am 2-2 in 2 of my leagues, and I think 2-2 in another one of the leagues, or about to be. So. Hooch is crazy.
Oh, okay. We'll get to that. So this week, so I picked, we've had one game yesterday. I picked the Rams. Who did you?
I also chose the Rams, and that was an upset by the 49ers.
All right. Vikings, Browns. You got the Vikings. I got the Vikings. I know that. Raiders at Colts.
Colts.
Me too. Giants, Saints.
Giants.
Me too. Cowboys, Jets.
I took your boys.
Me too.
I think I took the favorites in all of these games except for one. I'm gonna take the Eagles there, even though I want the Broncos to win, even though they're in my division. So I guess technically I shouldn't. But whatever.
Dolphins at Panthers.
I guess I have to take the Dolphins.
All right, I took the Panthers. There's our first difference.
Right.
Texans at Ravens. You picked the Ravens. I know. So did I. Titans at Cardinals. You picked the Cardinals. I know. So did I. Buccaneers at Seahawks. This is a close one.
This is the one where I'm gonna take the underdog, the Seahawks.
All right. So another difference. I took the Bucks. Lions at Bengals.
The Lions are just gonna run all over that awful defense.
The quarterbackless Commanders at the Chargers.
The Chargers.
The Patriots at the soon-to-be 5-0 Bills.
I think this is my 16-point game, Bills.
And the Chiefs at the Jaguars.
I'm gonna take my Chiefs as usual.
All right, I took the Jaguars here. I'm going big upset there on Monday night. All right, Kyle, do you have any? Well, you know.
Yeah, let me play the bumper.
All I do is win, no matter what. I'm a loser.
All right, so for my winners and losers, I feel it's only fair that if I give someone my loser of the week and then they correct the thing I'm complaining about, they then deserve to be a winner. So my winner of the week is the Disneyland Resort team that replaced the outdated Tarzan pumpkin with a Jose pumpkin, which really could have been there the whole time since that attraction is not new in any. But I'm going to set that aside. Jose is now the Adventureland representative for their pumpkin patch display, and I approve. And then my loser of the week is ironically...
I'll go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry, I will say I do not have a winner this week, and my loser of the week is myself for forgetting today's Friday. So,
okay.
You may continue.
My loser of the week is ironically whoever wins this guitar, because this is a Les Paul that you can enter to win, but it has a custom Nashville 911 Nashville wrap on it. And I don't know why you would do this to a beautiful $2,000 guitar. This is an abomination, and I still want it because I would love to have a Les Paul, but I don't need it to be have flames on it and say 911 Nashville. But anyway, if you're interested in learning how you can win that guitar, please visit Laughing Place and you find the directions there.
Kyle is a hater. Here, let's do the breaking news real quick, since this is right up your alley, Kyle.
Yeah, we just got some new stars coming to Scrubs. Presumably, some of these will be the new med students, or so. There's also some returning faces. I can tell you right now that Mr. Mosby, that Benji was referencing, plays Hooch on Scrubs. Hooch is crazy. He'll also probably direct a few episodes because he's a director. Also, the Todd is up there in the top right. I see Vanessa Bayer. And I don't know who some of these other people are, but yeah, it's good to see. Obviously, we knew that we had a lot of returning faces, but you have to have new ones. You can't just have them be the only ones in the hospital.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for joining us, everyone. Stay tuned, like, subscribe, ring the bell, especially important of these next couple weeks, as I will be on assignment, but I'm sure the show will be popping up here and there. What's that look for? So
assignment. I've been told it's vacation. I'm getting mixed signals here.
But I'm vacation in assignment, Florida, so I'll be on assignment. Then they used to say that about Dan Rather. He had a boat named Assignment, so we could say I'm on assignment when he went out. Anyway,
that's pretty good.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you when we see you. Take care, everybody.